Not every day traveling is a perfect Instagram moment, that's for sure. I just got back from 5 days in Mexico, and the first travel day was honestly a bit unnerving. I rented a car and I thought driving couldn't be that hard, and for the most part it wasn't, except for when I was driving in a new town at night and everyone was just crossing the road whenever they felt like it, motorcycles splitting lanes, and oh yeah, we had no pesos and somehow ended up on the toll route. We literally had to plead with the lady working there to accept our Canadian dollars, and she was not pleased. I was very glad to finally arrive at our hotel in Bucerias after a 2-hour drive. And the next morning wasn't really about relaxation either. We had to wake up super early to find a bank for pesos and then drive to our tour for the day. Whale watching was so magical though. Our guide said there was no guarantee we'd see any whales, but I think we saw more than 10, including a mom and her baby and a male that would not leave them alone. Oh, and they were humpback whales, by the way. So cool. We were on this tiny little boat, which let us get way more up close, but don't worry, there are really strict rules in Mexico about how close you can get, how long you can stay, and how many boats can be around the whales. And then after whale watching, I almost got left in Puerto Vallarta. Our guide let us off the boat to use the bathroom, but it turns out the bathroom was outside the secure cruise ship port area, and the military police wouldn't let me back on the boat. I was frantically waving through the fence so someone would come get me, and it was a bit stressful. After whale watching, we checked out of our hotel and hit the road to Sayulita. Also, left turns in small towns in Mexico make absolutely no sense to me as a Canadian. I'm not gonna even really dive into it, but just know it added like an extra 20 minutes to our drive. Once we arrived in Sayulita and checked into our new hotel, I finally felt like I could relax, mostly because I wasn't gonna drive for the next 2 days. We wandered the streets, explored the town, and checked out the local artisan market. I think some travelers call it the hippie market if you're gonna head there. It was so fun, and the locals are so friendly, which really made us feel at home. For dinner, we went to this restaurant called Barracuda, which I highly recommend. The margaritas were unreal, and the fish tacos were battered to perfection. There was live music, and it was just a really good vibe. We finished the night with a churro and went back to our hotel completely exhausted, and honestly, that kind of summed up the trip. A bit chaotic at first, and then really, really good. Comment down below if you prefer to rent a car or take shuttles when you're traveling. Renting a car just seems so much more direct and easy, but then you're doing it. Follow for more travel and adventure content.